I personally thank you for this wonderful opportunity. And it's second thing is that I appreciate your passion. That's one thing. And third thing, you are paraphrasing some of the points which I'm missing out because of my brain stroke. I am not able to connect the things. Thank God that you are helping me, and so that I'm able to paraphrase. So this is the nice thing which you are doing, and that shows your empathy. Passion, anyhow you are having that, but you are empathetic and you are able to understand my challenges, and you are paraphrasing whatever I am saying. So I'm very happy that way. So I wish you very good luck, and I wish you to grow as an excellent speaker. If one day you will deliver convocation address.
Hi, Professor Rao. Good evening to you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you for having me. It's wonderful to be connected with you. And I'm very happy that you are from Malaysia, and I'm very happy that I was in Malaysia for a couple of times, and I have very good connections in Malaysia. And also,
Well,
I keynoted a conference in convention center, Kuala Lumpur Convention Center. It was a very big audience, and I delivered a speech. So it was a great moment in my life. Apart from that, I was also a judge for various platforms in Malaysia. So precisely, I can say that Malaysia is my second home.
wow. Thank you so much. Well, I'd like to thank you for also saying yes to be interviewed today. And we are connected for for the benefit of our listeners, just to give a context, we were connected through a podcast guest of mine who connected you to me via LinkedIn. And he feels that there is a story behind you and your journey that is worth sharing to everyone in the world right now. And I mean, I cannot wait to hear what you have in store for us as well. So, Professor Rao, I also, before we start, and for our listeners listening for the first time, I'd like to introduce myself formally. My name is Nicolette. I am the creator of the podcast titled You're Worthless. Read that again, the juxtaposition of your very soul. Yes, before we get into what happened to you, your journey, and what struggles that you've gone through the past couple of years, I'd like to introduce yourself formally first for our listeners, and then we can get right into the conversation.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. We have Professor Rao here with us. Professor Rao is a 21st century philosopher and the father of soft leadership. He is an international leadership guru and the founder of MSR Leadership Consultants in India. He has 44 years of diversified experience, including military, and is the author of 53 books, including the award-winning See the Light in You. Now, Professor Rao is a columnist and author-at-large entrepreneur, and he has published over 300 papers and articles in prestigious international publications, including Leader to Leader, Thunderbird, International Business Review, On the Horizon, and The Entrepreneur magazine. Welcome to the show, Professor Rao.
Thank you. Thank you for your gracious introduction. You made my day. You made my day very special.
Everybody is special. They have their own gifts. So, Professor Rao, before we start into getting serious about your journey in your career, can you first share with us what was it like growing up as a Professor Rao?
So I have passion for education and learning, and I was a college dropout. At the age of 18, I joined the Indian Air Force. Then again, I started my journey through private education. People might think that about, when I was 18, then I started all my journey through continuous learning. And wherever I visit, I visit temples. That's one thing. The second thing is I've been hitting gym for more than 40 years. Second thing. Third thing is wherever I go, I try to go to libraries. And today also I went to Seattle Library. So these are the three common factors that resonate my personality. And apart from this, I'm curious and creative by nature, and I talk to unknown people so that I can get some ideas and insights, and then I'll connect the dots and then I share with the people. And I create models. So probably if any streaming platform is interested to upload on like Netflix. So I'll be happy to share my life journey. So this is briefly about my life and journey. So many more things to talk
Wow.
about.
Wow, you've certainly gone through so much, Professor. So, why don't we start at the, I would say, the military part? Why did you say military time, your time serving in the military was the formative years of your life? Why is it important? Yes.
So definitely military helped me a lot. And of course, again, people might think that I was a commissioned officer in the Indian Air Force, but I served in the lowest rank of a corporal in the Indian Air Force. People might think that I was a commissioned officer and a very high ranking leader, but I served in the lowest rank of a corporal for 12 years. That was one more thing. Then I left. Uh, then I joined business, which didn't work out. Then again, I became an educator in the year 2007. Then again, 2010, I made my debut as a non-fiction author. So life
Wow.
has changed. And as I said, I don't have any guide. I don't have any coach, and I don't have any mentor. That is the problem in my life. So this is the challenge. So everything I learned mostly from my failures and from my self. If I had a godfather or if somebody supported, then I could have grown. I could have grown in a one particular area, and I would have grown.
Mm.
But I created my own plate, and I started enjoying my life with what I am having. So this is briefly about my military upbringing, and I am what I am because of Indian Air Force.
Wow. So, Professor, and you mentioned, I mean, through the background, you debut as a non-fictional writer in 2017, and it's been
Yeah.
17 to 20.
So
Yeah.
then I made my debut as a non-fiction author. So 2007, I left business and became an educator in the year 2000. And
Mm.
then I started teaching students, and I had six qualifications. So when I was in the Indian Air Force, I acquired qualifications like DME, BSc, MEA, GTC level, and PGD ABM. So six qualifications I earned, all through private education. And I used to visit far distant places to different libraries.
Wow.
So despite that, I had passion for learning. So I started acquiring qualifications. Whatever was available, I was grabbing and I was moving forward. And with my Telugu language, I was not blessed with English language. So it was very difficult for me to catch up the things.
Mm-hmm.
Joined. So with limited money, I supported my parents and gave money and everything. And I did as a individual. Then again, limited money, I utilized it for my education. And then again, in the Indian Air Force, working to work in the Air Force. Apart from that, I utilized my time for education and learning. So that means I was working, and I was learning and growing. I was working, learning, and growing. That's the
Mm.
so. So I became. The second thing is I had a brain stroke in the year 2021. So I have internal allergies. So lots of health issues are there. But still, I'm moving forward. So life is a gift and it's an opportunity. So we have to keep moving, right?
Yes. Wow. I am very impressed and inspired by your journey, Professor Rao. I'd like to know what actually happened in 2021.
2021. Yeah, that brainstroke. Yeah, that is that ruined my prospects. What happened? I started writing books. I think 2010 I started writing books, and I started writing books different. I didn't stick to any particular genre. I started education, teaching, training, diversity, then mindfulness, then.
Yes.
But we didn't know that how grave the.
Severe.
And so everybody was like, we had SARS, like lots of problems, across the world. So, but this COVID-19 has opened the eyes of many people. COVID has taught us a lesson that how fragile the life is about. Uh, uh,
Right.
so,
Wow. Yes.
by the hospitals in India, that I proved them that wrong. That I bounced back.
Mm.
It was very difficult, and when by seeing the dead body kept in the ice box, then I realized about the life. Then I proved the doctors wrong. Then I survived. The second thing, I proved the doctors wrong. Then I started walking. So it's all because of the power of subconscious mind. Because the moment I collapsed, I didn't know what to do, but I was giving positive commands to my subconscious mind that I was all right, I was all right. So that I was giving it in my mind. So I'm all right, I'm all right. So like that, I was giving positive commands to my subconscious mind, even while sleeping when I was on the bed. So those commands, positive commands, helped me to bounce back. And that too, I
Yeah. Yes.
I survived because of my military discipline and because of the power of subconscious mind and because of my healthy habits. So all these things help me
Hmm.
to bounce back.
What is your key? Now, number one was military, right? Discipline. Number two is your healthy habits. Like, what do you do that is different
Yeah,
from everybody? Hi, I'm Nick Nieras, your host of the Your Wordless podcast. Now, if this real raw stories hit home, don't wait. Please follow, like, and subscribe my Spotify and YouTube. For bite-sized inspirational reels, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Don't wait. Your transformation starts today. Thank you, and bye for now.
yeah,
Else.
like military taught me to be disciplined because people are
Right.
not disciplined. Civilians are not disciplined. I mean, I can't say about. I'm just telling you.
I like
Put it
that.
in.
Yeah, I
I was
mean,
like,
you just called people out. Civilians are not
yeah,
disciplined.
no,
Yes.
I can't say that they are not disciplined. But means, I mean, I became disciplined. I was a civilian, but became disciplined because
Military. Yes. Yes.
Changed. It's a game changer in my life. Because of that,
Mm.
only I survived. And despite having brain stroke, I survived also. The discipline is everything that I stick to it. The word discipline comes from disciple. Disciple means the one who continuously learns. That's the meaning of disciple. So discipline comes from a
Wow.
disciple. Disciple means the person who is a continuous learner is a disciple. That's the meaning of many people
Hmm.
don't understand that. So
I love that.
I'm disciplined because I'm a disciple.
You're a
I'm a
disciple.
disciple in the sense I'm a continuous learner.
Yes, yes, yes. And you said you've been in the gym for the longest time
Oh,
since
yeah.
you're, yeah.
Libraries.
The lab. Wow.
Then already she told, yeah, oh, you are another, you are a Dalai Lama has written a foreword. She told, yes, yes, I wrote. Then she checked my face. Then from a laptop. Then she felt very happy. So very great. Then I asked her, do you find my book here? No, no, no. Then she told, we can't have books just like that. There are some guidelines we have to follow in Seattle, and only if complying with the guidelines, then we can purchase a copy and keep it in our library. That's what she said. So I went to the library today, and then again, I think 4 5 days back, I went to some different library. That is in Beacon Hill. That's a place where I am living. So there I visited the library. So there also I talked with some librarians. So usually what I do when I was in the educational institutions, I would be either teaching in the classroom or I will be sitting in the library. Two things. One thing,
Wow.
I'll be sitting, I'll be handling the students. That's one thing. Second thing, otherwise I'll be sitting in the library and I'll be reading books and I keep doing research. So that's how I do it when I was an educator. So that's how I like. So all these things helped me to come up to this level. Then again, I forgot to share my story of brain stroke. I was on the hospital in the ICU for I think 2 weeks. Then I was discharged, and then I did physiotherapy exercises. And my younger son has paid the bills because when I was in the hospital, I forgot to tell you about the challenges at that time. Uh, some of the people they left the COVID patients because they don't want to touch the patients. This is the situation in India at that time. I don't know about the other places. Some people, that they even dead bodies, they were just buried just like that. They didn't even the relatives also they didn't touch the COVID patients. Some people died just like
Mm.
that. So it's
Mm.
a very challenging situation, and luckily my wife saved me, and my younger son has paid the bills, and that too those bills were heavy at that time. And my yes paid, and my elder son physically helped me, and so that's how we survived. So anyhow, I would say the power of universe or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I feel emotional hearing your story. Must have been really, really difficult for you. I remember I was in 2021. I was also having my own awakening journey, but not because of COVID, thankfully, but it was more rather of my job.
Hmm.
And that's also the start of me starting my podcast
Mm-hmm.
and switching from my career to entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
So having somebody come onto my show and talk about their journey that time, because at the time when you're having gone through something very, very terrible in your life, you'll feel like you're the only one with the problem in the
Yeah,
world.
everyone think that I
Like,
I only have the
why
problems.
me?
No, no.
Yes, like,
Everyone think that
why
why
me?
me, why not others?
Correct,
Yeah, this is a very
correct.
good statement. I wrote an article also. Why me means, see, when we have taken good things, we have to take bad things also. Life is like that.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yes,
telling you
yes,
bad exactly, but this is a reality of life. We take good things,
exactly.
sometimes we take bad things also. I got a back
Mm,
pain. What can I do? I can't do. I had a brain stroke. What I can do? Why me means everything happens for a reason. All that happens for,
that is
and
correct.
problems are there. Problems will be there in life. Only thing we have to cope up and we have to keep moving. So we should be very
Yes.
optimistic in life. So optimism is everything in this world. So we have to be optimistic and we should be resilient. We have to keep moving. You won't get everything, and we have to brave the challenges and we have to keep moving. So now you are talking
Yes.
about your problem. Why me means yes, it happens for everyone, but it bounces back. That shows your what is that called resilience. Actually, the thing is, when you are forced to the corner, the best will come out of you. I'm very optimistic.
Oh,
I would
yes.
like to put everything in even if you give me a negative statement, also I will try to put it into a positive statement in the sense. So when you are forced to the corner, the best within you will come out, and you will grow as a great leader. So we have to take life in that manner.
Oh, I love that statement. When you're pushed to the corner, that's when the best of you will emerge.
Yeah.
It should be sailing. Yes.
Calm sea and fair sea, then different kinds of situations. But still, we have to keep moving. So life is also like that. Life cannot be safe, and not to take a risk is also a risk. So we have to take risk in life. So, and similarly, ship is means I would like to say it's life or a ship, whatever it is. A ship is meant for sailing, not for keeping at the harbor. So
However,
life is not just for staying at the comfort zone. We have to take risk, experiment, fail, and then again grow. So this is the life. It's an opportunity. So we have to keep moving.
yes, I needed that motivation.
Oh, thank you. Because I'm a motivator. I motivate people. Yeah,
Yes,
I encourage people.
I think it is innate in you, and then you can walk you're walking the talk because you've gone through so many things in your life as
Yeah,
well. Yes,
so that we have to build optimism in the people so that they'll keep moving forward.
yes. So, Professor, talk to us about your spirituality. I know you're a very spiritual person, and I was immersed in that the last couple of years as well, and I like that. Can you share with us
Actually,
about your journey?
writing books on personality development, again, teaching, training, shape, then again, executive, again, diversity. Now I'm planning to write a book which is a memoir. So that this will be a short a memoir I'm planning to write. So like that. Now, when you talk about this spirituality, I wanted to explore. And when I was teaching for students in the college, some people were committing suicides in India. It's a very
Mm.
big challenge. Mental illness was a very big challenge. In my campus, came across some people they were committing suicide. So I felt very much upset with that kind of negative reports. Then I started writing some articles about how to overcome suicides. So then I wrote some articles. Then I started writing various chapters on mindfulness. Like that, I couple of chapters on mindfulness, then monkey mind, meditation, yoga, then again organizations. Like that, I wrote some chapters. Then I assembled those chapters into a book. Then I titled it as "See the Light in You." So you understood, the journey of thousand miles starts with the first step. So it starts from my head actually. So then I
Dalai Lama. Wow.
His Holiness Dalai Lama is very kind and compassionate, and is not only a noble laureate, fine human being, a great spiritual leader, and I owe him a lot. And this is my association with His Holiness Dalai Lama. Then I published this book. And this book is it's an award-winning book. And books give credibility because when the book is out, that means it is recorded forever. It can't be taken back.
Well, um, I'm mindful of the time, Professor, but I'm very, very curious. What is your practice of mindfulness? What is mindfulness, if you can break it down for people? Because somebody's listening to this might be very young and don't know what mindfulness is, or maybe somebody's older also don't know what mindfulness. Becoming a podcast host was a natural extension of my second act. Now, after spending 15 years in the corporate world, I've transitioned to helping individuals overcome challenges like navigating tough relationships, career burnout, and aligning their mission with their soul's calling. By certifying as an RTT hypnotherapist and a lifestyle coach, I've made it my mission to empower people to recreate the life they deserve and building a supportive community through my podcast. Now, let me ask, are you facing challenges like struggling to reprogram your mind to attract wealth, weight issues that feel like a constant yo yo, insomnia or restless nights from daily worries, or just a lack of confidence in public speaking? If the answer is yes, visit www.thenickyarsholisticlifestyle.com and grab a free hypnosis audio of these common struggles. It's a sneak peek into how my coaching works. Are you feeling shy? Don't be, because I'm as real as it gets. Let's connect on Instagram and LinkedIn and start your transformation today. This.
Yeah, it's not an easy word. It's very difficult to explain also. With my experience of mindfulness, so mindfulness is all about leading mindfully, ethically, adding value and impacting the people. This is briefly about mindfulness. Mindfulness, people often think about their unpleasant past. People think too much excessively about the future. So what I share with everyone is that talk to the
Yeah.
I realized how fragile the life is. Let us learn to live in the present, and i- the present is the moment. So we should enjoy the present moment. We are not sure about the future. Of course, we are optimistic about the future. We are bullish about the future, but we have to enjoy every moment of our life. And so let us forget the past unpleasant things. Let bygones be bygones. So keep moving and keep adding value and keep impacting the people. So mindfulness is not an easy word, and everyone has their own definition of mindfulness. This is my one way of definition. So learn to live in the add value, impact, and make a difference. This is the definition of mindful leadership. You told I made it as a mindful leadership. This is the definition of my mindful leadership.
It's about being in the now, not thinking about the past, but not being worried about, not ruminating about the past, but not worried about what's going to happen in the future.
That can't be predicted. But we have to enjoy to enjoy the journey, and we have to be optimistic about the future.
That's right. That's right. Okay, Professor, what are you working on currently? Any exciting projects?
So I have a lot of items on my plate. I forgot to tell you. I made my debut as a non-fiction author in the year 2010. Now I am in
Okay, 2010.
25. That means for
That's
15
15
years.
years.
Yeah, good. You are very smart. Huh? You are catching up. I thought you might have some problem because of my Indian accent and because of my stammering.
No?
So we are syncing in the sense. I mean, we are we are what is it called? Our ideas are resonating, right? It's nice.
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
So you asked some question. What is that question? Just I forgot.
What are you working on currently? Any exciting
Yeah,
projects,
I'm
initiatives?
working on a couple of projects. Sometimes I'm stuck after brainstorm. 2010, I made my debut as an author, and I made my debut as a non-fiction author in the year 2010, and I published 53 books. Then I published more than 300 research papers. Then I published more than 1,000 articles within a span of 15 years. That is 2010 to 2025. Means within 50 years, I did all these things within a span of 15 years. So you can imagine the kind of efforts I have put in. This I did it despite having the brain stroke, right? This is the problem. So that means for the last 4 years, brain stroke, if I didn't have a COVID, probably I could have written more than 60 books and probably I would have impacted globally and made a huge difference for the world. Okay, fine. Now let bygones be bygones. We can't help. Let everything happens for a reason. So I'm
Yeah.
and I'm doing good. So the good news is that I'm alive and I'm talking and sharing my precious moments with you. Okay. So this is
Yes.
about it. So now I want to write a memoir which is tentatively titled Survivor. This book will talk about my brain stroke, my back pain. Then it talks about storytelling, the betrayals, and all the challenges I encountered in my life. I will publish a memoir, but it will be a very tiny book. Why? Because I can't publish bulky books because I can't type. So first I have to recover my health. Then I will write a tiny book and I'll publish a memoir. That's one. Second thing is that I started researching philosophy some more than 2 months ago. An idea flashed on my mind to work on my philosophy. So in the process of I'm in that process. That's two. And
Mhm. Yes.
to complete the print so that
Yeah, I believe that.
with my left hand, then I type, then again I give you feedback also. And you asked the types of areas you want me to
Cover
cover.
in the next one.
So I felt
Yeah.
why I took it so seriously because I appreciate your passion. Because of that, so you can't clap with one hand. You need to clap with two hands. So when you are passionate, naturally I'll be passionate. So that let me you ask me some questions. I felt very happy. Are not they take just like we have done it and move on. So like that, people do like that. But whereas you are very curious, you ask us, you are very open and honest, and you ask the how what kind of topics I have to cover. I felt very happy. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's nice that this wonderful woman, she is asking me some points. Still, slowly I type some areas like then learning disability, education learning, learning disability, ADHD, like this. Slowly I typed. So why I typed? Because you're passionate and I'm passionate, right? So you can't clap with one hand. You can clap with both hands. So it happens. If you are interested, I am also interested. If you are not interested, why I should be interested? It's very simple. Right? So you are interested. So that's how life happens like that. So I'm passionate. You are passionate. You want to impact. You want to add value and impact. That's good. It's nice. You are very young and ambitious, very smart woman. So I'm very happy to share everything. Yeah.
Wow, you made my day. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Professor.
you deserve my you deserve everything because of your passion, right?
Wow, it's not a lot of not many people. You don't get that often
Yeah.
because some people will just take. Yeah. Well,
Everyone, not only for you, for everyone I do it. They may not know it, but I do a lot of groundwork.
you do a lot of research first
Yeah,
before going into something. Malaysia, truly Asia. That is right. That is our. Wow. Wow.
what the,
15 years ago, I was only, yeah, I was just starting college.
the
KLCC, yeah, KLCC. Yes. It's the Petronas Tower, where the Petronas Tower is. Yeah. Yeah, the Twin Towers.
seminar in front of 2,000 people. It's not an easy thing. That's very long
Wow.
back.
Mm-hmm.
So I did lots of things. Unfortunately, I have some health challenges. Probably otherwise I would have been in a different level. But okay, fine.
Yeah, but maybe the reason why you're here now, it's because you're reaching to a lot more people globally,
Yeah,
right? You're getting on podcasts. Before you have to fly to Malaysia or to anywhere to give talks,
yeah.
but right now you can do it at the comfort of your home. But yeah, I'm sure you're a person who loves doing something, at least getting involved in activities. So hopefully in the next few months or years, you'll be able to recover fully and then
I
get
recover,
back
and
on the
I
stage.
also what I do even my sons were there. I would encourage my two sons also to attend the conferences, not the conferences, some meetings or something, so that my children will go and watch. I encourage it because it's as a father, what I have to do, I did it. And
Yes.
I take my two sons, come, let us go and see, because anyhow I'm going, so let you also come. They also watch about the meetings, so that they understand, they get vibes, they get
Yeah.
ambience. So that's why I
Hmm.
groomed my sons. So that matters in the long run, right? I see,
Yes.
instead of telling stories, we have to lead from the front. So I take them, come along with me, then we will go.
Show me. Yeah, show them.
Not to the lead by example. I led by
Lead by
lead,
example. Walk the talk.
walk the
Exactly.
talk and lead by example. And I lead. So I used to take my sons also, come along with people will go. Even in Chennai, when I was in Chennai, I used to go for convention center. Yeah, correct. Yeah, Chennai also. Lee Meridian Hotel. No, Lee
Right.
Meridian. Yeah, correct. I remember. Kattipara Junction somewhere, I used to going for conferences. I didn't know that I would deliver conferences. But those things were happening in my subconscious mind, which I didn't know. Later on, I discovered that because of these things, that led me the seats and the platform, and as a result, I
Yeah.
become a speaker now.
Exactly.
I didn't know that I would become a speaker. I was watching. I don't know why it was why I was watching. I didn't know why I was watching. I didn't know. But later on, I realized the power of universe. So somehow things materialized, and I became an educator. I became speaker. So like this, it happens.
I am very inspired. I too want to become a speaker. So I
Never
start with my
that you are
podcasting.
becoming a speaker. You have already become a speaker.
Thank
Not
you.
only a speaker,
Yes, I already
you
am.
will keynote the conferences. Telling you, bless you. I keynoted the conferences. And I forgot to tell, I wrote that convocation. Yeah, I delivered convocation addresses in India. So many things I did. So you can also deliver. It's a
Wow.
matter of time. Age is just a
It's a
number.
matter of time.
Age
Exactly.
is just a
It's a matter
number.
of time.
That's why you people are
Yes.
very smart and brilliant. Age is in your favor, and you are tech savvy. I am not a tech savvy. That's the problem. You are tech savvy. Age is in your favor, so you are very young and dynamic. You have a long way to go. Hopefully, things will fall into the place very quickly, and maybe within 5 years, you will keynote and you may deliver a convocation address. Also, we can't predict. Life is all about possibilities.
Exactly. Thank you so much for that, Professor. You made my
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah. It's
Okay. What is your heart's greatest wish, Professor?
what that question.
Your heart's greatest wish.
My wish.
What do you wish for? Your heart. Yeah. What is your heart's wish? Right. We do.
I bounce back very quickly, and I want to write, and I want to unlock my creative juices, and I want to write books, and I want to publish selling books globally. I want to become a New York Times bestseller in the future. First,
Yes.
my health should permit. It will definitely.
Yes.
It's a matter of time for you.
Yeah. It's a matter of time for you too.
featured on the Time magazine. This is my lifetime ambition. I don't know whether it happens or not. And that I have got very good connections. Again, things are not falling to the press. The editor also, I know, the team, the founder, all the people, all are there. So it's, I would like to put it in this way. There is a lot of water in the, there is a lot of water in this. The sea has got a lot of water, but we can't drink because it's salty. So like
Yeah.
that, there are so many opportunities, but I'm not able to avail the opportunities. But I have got very good connections, like Time Magazine, New York Times, and Fortune, and Entrepreneur Magazine. That editor is a very nice person, and I contributed articles for Entrepreneur Magazine. So like that, so many connections are there, but everyone has their own limitations. So we have to empathize with them. So I will do my best as much as possible. And so this is briefly about my life. There are too many wishes, but my wishes, everyone has wishes.
It's only a matter of time, Professor. Only a matter
And
of
not
time.
only me, everybody has a time. Everybody gets time. So when you get an opportunity, you have to grab them, right?
Yes, that is correct. Just grab them. Go to it.
Go for it. When you are passionate, you will get it.
Yes. So, Professor, w- if there is a quote that you can leave to the audience right now
Ah,
as your
yeah.
legacy and the world is your legacy, what would you give it as?
I create quotes daily, and you can find my quotes on Instagram, and are
Okay.
there on my blogs everywhere. Daily, on average, one quote I create. There are so many quotes. I would like to share a brief quote that anyone can understand. Failure is only a comma, not a full stop.
I like that.
Failure is
Failure is only a comma,
not a full stop, right?
not a.
It is a simple one because everybody can understand. If I use lengthy quotes, nobody will understand. And
Yes.
research is only a comma, not a full stop, because I research until I die. So like that, so many quotes are there. Apart from that, add value and impact, make a difference. Now,
Wow.
no,
Wow.
spontaneously, I give one more quote: add value,
Okay.
impact, and make a difference. This is my quote. Now I am speaking spontaneously. So let me pick my quote because
Spontaneous.
spontaneity means you don't have to tell lies. You don't have to manipulate
Yeah.
your own mind. Spontaneity means you speak
Exactly.
from your heart. So add value, impact, and make a difference. This is the quote I'm sharing with
Mm.
you.
Okay. Before we close off, Professor, is there anything you'd like to leave to the listeners right now?
So I would like to share a couple of aspects, some messages. You can grab those leadership ideas or nuggets, whatever it is. Be authentic and be ambitious, but don't be over ambitious. When you are over ambitious, you are likely to cut the corners and you get into negative zone. So don't be over ambitious, but be ambitious, be authentic, add value, impact, and emphasize the empathy because people lack empathy nowadays. This is a very big challenge. People don't empathize with others. Also, you must empathize and emphasize humanity. Humanity is everything. There is nothing greater than humanity. This is what I'm saying. Apart from that, as an Indian, I advocate Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam means the entire world is one family. That means we are a small family, irrespective of caste, community, creed, religion. We are one as a family, right? So we are one
Yes.
family. This is I'm speaking from the heart because I am an Indian, and we advocate Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means the world is a very small family. That means we are one family. Irrespective of community, caste, creed, religion, ethnicity, we are one as a family.
Beautiful. Wow. Well, and there you have it, everyone. That is a wrap on this episode today with Professor M.S. Rao. Thank you, Professor, for your wisdom
And
and for your
let
work.
me wrap up my own story. So,
Okay.
no, not a
Please
story.
do.
I say globally.
Oh, thank you for that. Why am I getting emotional? Thank you for that, Professor. Wow. Okay. I also would like to thank you personally for actually breaking down each of my question and responding to them and being very attentive, because I think you're one of the so many guests that I have on. I've spoken to about 200 people, and you are the one guest that I will remember that you actually spent 3 hours or more to, yeah, 3 hours for the show itself, and then and then the background, the 20, yes, hidden. That just shows that you really listen to every some of my life stories as well. So I'm very
I'm
very
very happy that
appreciative.
you became very emotional. I think literally tears are coming out when I say something. So,
Yes,
I think you're the first
yeah,
guest. Tears are coming out from your eyes.
yes. This is I because I believe in
Yeah,
authenticity. I believe in
yeah,
connection.
correct.
Like you said, the world is a small place, and we're just here for a very short
Yeah,
time.
correct.
So well, there shouldn't be any hatred. At least you're doing your part. You continue to do your part, and I continue and I start to give back by sharing stories like this to uplift the consciousness and the awareness of the people around in the world. So hopefully, they will wake up to their true potential, and then they move ahead with
Yeah,
optimism
of course.
and explore the possibilities.
The power of universe.
Yes, yes. So, for our listeners, this has been You're
Yeah,
Worthless. Read that again. The juxtaposition of your very soul. Now, if you've ever felt worthless, remember you are not alone. Your soul chose to be here to matter. And for that reason alone, you are worthy. A huge thank you again to Professor MS Rao and to all of you for listening. Until next time, I am Nick Nieras. Keep shining, keep growing, and always remember you are worthy and you are enough. See you again in the next episode.
with gratitude.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you so much, Professor.